Welcome to the Jaron Jarvis channel. I am Jaron Jarvis. Today, I would like to introduce to you, they have been watching me since I was a little girl. I needed to stop. You might not want to believe what I am about to tell you, or perhaps you will think I'm losing my mind, but I can assure you that these occurrences are 100% true and that I am perfectly stable and wouldn't imagine any of this at all. This story goes back to a time before I was even born. The day my dad's life was changed. My dad was a normal kid who never got into any kind of trouble at all. I can't remember what age he was at a time, probably around 12 or 13, but one night he decided to play with a Ouija board. Something happened that night and his entire life was turned around. It wasn't your typical ghost story of hearing footsteps or things being thrown around. Instead he started getting into hard drugs and breaking the law. And I know, you are probably thinking that this has absolutely no correlation, but my dad is convinced that it was something demonic taking over his life. Skip forward to the time I was born and nothing had changed. He was always in and out of jail for theft and drug charges, and the same went for my mother. This meant myself and my younger brother were in and out of foster care. This kind of environment is not healthy for a child, and so I had nightmares all the time. Every single night, in a matter of fact. This didn't actually stop until I was about 12 and my life was drastically better. Nonetheless, these dreams were like no other. They were truly horrific. I often would wake up to bruising and scratches all on my body. Call it a coincidence, but it was fucked up. To elaborate, I would always have this one recurring dream. I'd wake up and hear scratching noises coming from the basement, and I would always investigate it. There was never lights down there due to a broken bulb, so I would always take a flashlight. When I got down there, some deformed shadow creature would be sitting and scratching the wall. I always tried to run once it saw me, but it always caught me. It would grab my legs and rip me down the stairs. That's when I would wake up in excruciating pain shooting throughout my entire body, particularly my legs. And when I looked, they were there, claw marks engraved in my skin. My dreams turned into a reality when I began seeing the shadow creatures while I was awake. Some were nice and I often would converse with them, although many people thought I was crazy. Others, however, were not. This one instance took place when I was about 7, while I was staying over at my cousin's house for a few days. We slept in the room in the attic. On the second night, I woke up to see a man in the corner of the room. He was tall and wore a hat, but I couldn't make out anything else. I rubbed my eyes, and when I opened them again he pointed at me. That's when I suddenly started throwing up uncontrollably. It was a lot of vomit for a 7-year-old. He left once I started screaming hysterically. That wasn't the last time I saw him. He began visiting me during my sleep paralysis, climbing on top of me and whispering things in my ear: "You will die or I will kill you." And he has tried. I'm only 18 and I have already had too many near-death experiences to count. Almost falling off a mountain, twice, almost drowning, several times, and I almost got bit by a rattlesnake. I would have died from the rattlesnake if I hadn't had a vision before it happened. That's only to name a few, but I'm convinced this was all because of him. It doesn't stop there. Things come to visit me a lot. I won't give details from every single paranormal experience since that will take forever to type up. You want to read one? I'll add a link down below. It's been a while since I experienced anything, but they are coming back. I hear things whispering my name while I'm awake, or my door will slam shut when no one is home. I'll wake up to the shadow people watching me from the corner of my room, or footsteps running down the hall. I've tried everything to get rid of them. For my dad, he was able to rid of his demons by becoming religious and reading the Bible every day. For me, it worked for a bit, but they always seem to come back. They have latched onto me, but I just need it to stop. I can't take it anymore. https://www.reddit.com/r/nosleep/comments/94nxcc/the_devils_hour/